At one point in time, Alice and I were like, we need to go on more adventures. And so we decided to book a hot air balloon outing in Charlottesville, Virginia. And it was like one of these things where it was like, I did not really know an awful lot about like how going hot air ballooning was supposed to go. And it was like, in my mind, it's like probably the slowest form of air travel ever. It's not directional at all. And like I didn't even know how it all worked. So like, you know, as we're like going in, it's literally one of these things where like the woman who ran the operation was just like, okay, depending on wind speeds today, we're going to start from either like this random parking lot or there's like a government building over here. And sometimes we can just take off from their front lawn. And I'm like, you mean it's not like a spot that you take off from? It's like based on like whatever. And it's like literally they rolled up and there's just this like big open field and they're like, yeah, it's fine. They'll usually be like, as long as we're pretty quick about it. And I'm like, for real, you're just pulling up to this yard and setting up a 100-foot balloon and going for it. And then once you're in the air, it doesn't steer. It just floats with the air.
It just floats around, yeah.
So, like, you know, you get up there and immediately the thing that I was like, I couldn't believe how much I was like white knuckling the sides because I was not expecting to be like scared on a hot air balloon.
Yeah.
But then like, you know, the basket only comes up to like your belt line, like, which is the other thing, you know, so it's like if it was up here and you're sort of like looking down, like, you know, over your chin, it's like, okay, no big deal. But this was like, all I would need to do is like lean forward too far. And if I was standing like outside of a restaurant waiting for my name to be called to go in and I was leaning on the railing, I wouldn't be worried that I would flip over the railing. I would lean on it like it was no big deal.
Right.
But like when you're up there, it's like, well, what if I do lean over it?
What if I fall?
What if I fall? Anyway, and then after all that, it was like when it comes to landing, she's, you know, the woman's up there, the pilot, and she's just sort of like, all right, I'm going to look for a field. That yard looks pretty good. Hopefully they don't mind us landing there. And so it's like literally just a private property, like a small like hobby farm.
Sorry, we landed our balloon here. Hope that's okay.
Yeah. So we start coming down. We scrape through the trees.
Oh man.
So there's like, you know, trees like rocking the basket everywhere. It lands on the ground and then it's like, you know, the thing is full of air too. So it starts like dragging, if you can imagine. So it's like we kind of come in at like an angle. It's like boom. And then they lift off the ground, like kind of like bounce off the ground and then like keep dragging. And it's like, all right, now exit, you know, and it's just like the whole thing was just unreal. I couldn't believe it. So hot air ballooning. Yeah. I mostly I brought all of that up just literally because of the premise of like being higher makes you more nervous.
Yeah.
But yeah,
absolutely.
That was 1000% the instance where I was like, wow, I am very scared right now.
Yeah.
I am super worried about how this is going to go down.
Oh man.
Quite literally. Anyway, back to Disney.
Yeah. So